Damn it. I guess I should have seen that coming. What the hell was I thinking? She is just called the princess after all. Oh yeah. Welcome to Mass Obscurity. My name's Chewy. And if you hadn't noticed, the princess is missing. Here's a not-so-artist rendition of what we think may have happened. As you can see, it's pretty rough and not exactly to scale. Anyway, I suppose I have time for a quick review before I go try and figure out what happened to the princess. Plan 9 from outer space, go! Now I know James Rolfe from Cinemassacre.com did this movie on his Ed Wood-a-thon a while back, but I decided to go ahead and give it a full review since I haven't seen any reviewer attempt that yet. This movie sucks. Thanks for watching, I'm Chewy, this has been Mass Obscurity. Fuck, I guess I gotta do a full review for it to count, don't I? Alright, here it goes. The plot, according to the Netflix synopsis, says after the embarrassing failure of the first 8 plans, a group of evil aliens enacts Plan 9, resurrecting the dead to take over the Earth. Not quite how it happens. The real plot is that these supposed super advanced aliens are trying to warn the human race against the next step in weapons manufacture. The Solanite, Solaranite, whatever bomb, which explodes sunlight. The aliens are pissed that the governments of the world deny their existence, so their plan is to bring back the dead to make us believe in aliens.
What progress has been made?
We contacted government officials. They refuse our existence.
People turning south from the freeway were startled when they saw 3 flying saucers high over Hollywood Boulevard. Rockets were quickly set up. Colonel Tom Edwards, in charge of saucer field activities, was to make the greatest decision of his career. He made that decision. Colonel Edwards gave the signal to fire.
We haven't always fired at them.
Oh?
For a time, we tried to contact them by radio, but no response. Then they attacked a town. A small town, I'll admit, but nevertheless a town of people. People who died.
I never heard about that, sir.
Well, it was covered up by the higher echelon. Take any fire, any earthquake, any major disaster, then wonder. Flying saucers, Captain, are still a rumor. Officially.
What plan will you follow now?
Plan 9. It's been absolutely impossible to work through these Earth creatures. Their soul is too controlled.
Plan 9. Ah, yes. Plan 9 deals with the resurrection of the dead. Long-distance electrode shot into the pineal pituitary glands of recent dead. Since they will not listen or respect our existence, they cannot help but believe our powers when they see their own dead walking round again, brought about by our advancement in such things. As soon as you have enough of the dead recruits, march them on the capitals of the earth. Let nothing stand in your way. Their own dead will be used to make them accept our existence and believe in that fact.
That's like trying to convince me a tiger exists by showing me a buffalo turd. The two things are completely unrelated. And when the aliens report back to their pogo ball, their leader only talks about getting humans' attention so they can warn them about the
Solaranite,
whatever bomb. But somehow the underlings decide that means to kill any human who finds out about them.
Since they will not listen or respect our existence, they cannot help but believe our powers when they see their own dead walking round again, brought about by our advancement in such things.
They'll discover our ship soon.
You're going to let them find us?
It's the only way. These are the same men who have been so close so often. They must be halted before they can inform others about us.
Eros, do we have to kill them?
Yes.
So the movie begins with this weird guy, Criswell, as he reads us title cards that say we will live the rest of our lives in the future.
Greetings, my friend. We are all interested in the future, for that is where you and I are going to spend the rest of our lives. And remember, my friend, future events such as these will affect you in the future.
Well, no shit, Captain Obvious. Then he narrates the funeral of Bela Lugosi's wife, where nobody reads last rites or even says anything.
All of us on this earth know that there is a time to live and that there is a time to die. A small group gathered in silent prayer around the newly opened grave of the beloved wife of an elderly man. Sundown of the day, yet also the sundown of the old man's heart.
Then at sundown, they all just turn and leave, still not saying a word.
The funeral over, the saddened group left the graveside. It was when the gravediggers started their task that strange things began to take place.
We then go to an airplane cockpit where they tell us it's early in the morning.
15 to 4.
When they see the UFO that the pilot can't even accurately describe to his wife later.
This is American Flight 812 requesting... I saw a flying saucer.
Saucer? You mean the kind from up there?
Yeah, its counterpart. It was shaped like a huge cigar. Dan and Edith saw it too.
Really? It looked like a cigar? Not like a hubcap or a bowler hat? Remind me never to ask that guy for a cigar. Anyway, it's still daytime to the gravediggers when they see the same UFO. And then they get killed by Bela Lugosi's wife, who somehow is immediately resurrected as an undead.
Did you hear anything?
I thought it did.
Don't like hearing noises, especially when there ain't supposed to be any.
Yeah, sort of spooky like.
Maybe we're getting old.
Whatever it is, gone now.
That's the best thing for us, too. Gone.
Yeah, let's go.
This movie is the most bipolar thing I've ever seen since Jekyll and Hyde, too. It's day, it's night. It's day, it's night. All in the same scene.
Evidently, the death of his wife is too much for Bela Lugosi, so he steps in front of a truck or something off screen.
The grief of his wife's death became greater and greater agony. Confused by his great loss, the old man left that home, never to return again.
So, he becomes the second undead. A badly acted police detective comes to investigate the death of the two gravediggers when the UFO shows up again, and obviously not Lugosi comes out to stare him to death.
Then, as two of his mourners left his final resting place, minutes later, the police, led by Inspector Daniel Clay, arrived at the scene.
Who found them?
The man and girl
Medical examiner been around yet?
just left. The morgue wagon ought to be along most any time.
You get their statement?
Yeah, much as we could. They're pretty scared.
Finding a mess like this ought to make anyone frightened. Have one of the boys take the guy and the girl back to town. You take charge.
Okay, Inspector. What are you going to do?
Look around a little.
It's pretty dark out there. Once you get beyond the range of those lights, you won't be able to see your hand in front of your face.
I will get one of the flashlights from the patrol car.
Okay, be careful, Clay.
I'm a big boy now, Johnny.
Sounds like Clay's in trouble. Is he dead?
Yeah.
After about 40 minutes or so of these undead terrorizing yet never killing anyone else, a military guy, a cop, along with the pilot who can't tell a hat from a cigar, confront the aliens. The aliens give them some exposition about the whatever bomb, and then a minor scuffle ensues after some second-grade insults.
We did not come here as enemies. We came only with friendly intentions.
Why is it so important that you want to contact the governments of our Earth?
Because of death. Because all you of Earth are idiots.
You just hold on, Buster.
No, you hold on. You see? You see? Your stupid minds. Stupid! Stupid!
Somehow the one UFO catches fire and evidently puts a halt to all their plans to attempt to contact us or continue raising our dead to get our attention. Plan 9 from Outer Space is stupid, it's corny, and looks like something I could have filmed over the weekend for $200. But I didn't think it was all that bad. It has a campy charm to it that kind of deserves the cult attention that it's gathered. If you've got a spare hour and 15 minutes, you can find it almost anywhere online in entirety because it's public domain. Plan 9 from Outer Space has been called the worst movie ever made, but if you ask me, it's still better than Twilight. Or The Room. My name's Chewie, and this has been Mass Obscurity. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a princess to go find. Mass Obscurity! Ho!